Okay guys, so we're going to do some training. I'm going to be using my whiteboard to explain to you all about our biggest problem, which is our mindset. So I want you to consider the fact that all our problems aren't a skill set issue. So not skill set, because I want you to consider the fact that you actually know how to get a good body, you know how to get fitter, you know how to get stronger, you know how to eat better, you pretty much know all that type of shit. So we can pretty much bank on the fact that we sort of know what to do. Okay? And if we don't know what to do, there's numerous amounts of places you can go to get the information. You've got YouTube, you've got Google, you've got Facebook. You can find the information you need to get what you want. So I have to make you consider the fact that it's a mindset problem. So it's not the fact that we need more knowledge, it's the fact that we can't be arsed, or we are currently not prepared to do the work that's required to get the result that you say and you tell everyone and you plead to everyone and you cry to everyone that you want. Okay, so we're going to dig in a little bit deeper about mindset. So it's not going to be long, this training. It's just to make you a little bit more aware of why you do the stupid stuff that you do. So firstly, I want you to understand that what you focus on expands. What you focus on expands, guys. This is a very, very true statement. Okay? So if you think that you're going to fail already, before people walk through a gym door, before they start a program, before they start a diet, they already think that they can't do it. They use terms such as I'm not good enough, I can't do it, it didn't work last time, I don't believe in the program, whatever it may be, but you've got a negative mindset to start off with. So you're already telling yourself that you're not going to do it. You're already telling yourself before you've even started, I'm not going to do it, I'm not good enough, I can't do it. So usually what you think about is right. I want you to consider the fact that your problems are solely or 99.9% down to the way you think. The way you think. So your problems are down to the way you think, guys. The way you think about yourself. Remember, have you ever gone through days where something bad happens to start off with, and then something else bad happens, then something else bad happens, because you've got that negative mindset, and all of a sudden loads and loads of bad things happen. But sometimes if you just stop, take a breather, think about what you want to do, don't think about all the problems, think about the solutions, and then your day changes. Okay, so for most of us, let's clear up the screen a little bit. So for most of us, we can't solve. So we can't solve a problem. Let's go back to blue. Okay, so we can't solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. Okay, so that isn't my line, that is from a guy called Einstein. So he says that you can't solve a problem with the same mindset that you created it. So if in the past you've started an exercise program, started a diet, started a boot camp, started training, started with a personal trainer, started whatever, and you've stopped or failed or quit, then you can't be in the same mindset and you can't have that same belief pattern when you start something fresh, or else you'll have the same outcome. So you can't believe you are that same person. Okay, because if you believe that you're the same person, that same person that's quit in the past, that stopped in the past, then you're going to have the same fucking result. And that's going to be that you stop, you quit, and that all becomes from your belief about yourself, your focus about yourself. Okay? Because like I said, what you focus on expands. And like I said, we all know how to get to lose weight. We'll put it this way, we all know how to put on weight. So let's consider just doing the opposite. So how do we put on weight? We eat more and we move less. So how do we lose weight? We eat less and move more. So it's not a skill set problem, it's a mindset problem. Okay, so Einstein says you can't solve a problem with the same mind that created it. So we need a new solution. And that means we need a new way of thinking. New way of thinking. Because just because something hasn't worked out once doesn't mean that it's not going to work out this time. Because circumstances might have been different the first time you tried something. Your knowledge might not be as good, your support system might not be as good, your focus might not be as good, your priority might not have been 100% on you. So the way you think about it has got to be different. Okay, but one of the biggest problem, like I said, is caused by the way we think. Way we think. So this, like I said, the skill set. Let's change that pen. So the skill set wasn't the problem, it's the mindset, and it's the way we think about us that is the problem. So the way we think, okay? Because our mind is based on survival. So our mind is based on survival. So what it does is it looks out for what can go wrong in most situations. So our mind, it's the thing between our ears, is based upon survival. So to survive, we don't look at things that are good, we look at things that are wrong or potentially going to cause us danger. Okay, so we look at things that are wrong or potentially cause us danger. So we can say that our mind is kind of like a security guard. It protects us and looks out for danger. It's crazy, all this shit that goes on in our head, and we wonder why a lot of us aren't successful. So when we come to, so if we know that our mind is based upon survival, and it it wants us to, it looks out for danger. So when a new opportunity comes around, so a new opportunity, that shit spelling, sorry guys. So a new opportunity or something risky, I don't know what's going wrong with my spelling, something risky, something new, then the mind automatically looks for danger. So it automatically, our mind's programmed to look for danger. So basically, everything that can go wrong. So we're automatically programmed for things that can go wrong. Our mind only has survival at number one. So it looking at everything that can go wrong. So when you start that new diet, if you've already got a negative mindset, your mind then is already compiling on top of that for things that can go wrong. I can't do it. It hasn't worked for me in the past. It didn't work for my neighbour. It's not going to work for me. I haven't succeeded in anything for a long time. I can't do it again. All these type of shit that's getting stored in your mind. Because remember, your mind is like a computer. It will accept all the thoughts that you put in it. Like a computer, whatever you type into it and save, it saves. Your mind is like a computer and it controls the rest of your body. So it'll accept the thoughts that you put into it. But your job is to question them. Question your fucking thoughts. Because like I said, your mind is 100% fear-based, which is the number one problem, because it looks for problems, because it wants survival. So when we start something new, whether it be the gym, whether it be training, whether it be a diet, whether it be a boot camp, it looks for all the reasons and all the problems that these might occur, all the danger it might bring to you. So the mind protects you, but it also puts stupid limits on ourselves. So your key is to question your thoughts. So the first and the biggest question I want you to ask yourself is, let me free up some space. Here we go. Sorry for wasting time. So the first question, whatever thought you have to yourself, is it true? Very simple. Is it true? So whatever thought you're telling yourself, that whether you're good enough, I can't do it, I can't lose weight, the gym's not for me, exercise doesn't work, is it true? Can you categorically say 1000% without doubt that you cannot lose weight? Can you categorically say without doubt 1000% that if you stayed committed to your exercise and you did it daily, that you wouldn't lose weight? So you need to answer that question. So it's a yes or a no. Is it true? And the second question I want you to ask yourself, what would you be without this belief? Because remember guys, remember a belief, oh fuck off, a belief is just a thought that you've had for a long time, and you've replayed it in your mind over and over and over again. And then, like I said, your mind's like a computer. It will accept what you say, especially if it's repeatedly. And if repeatedly doing stuff didn't work, then why would companies pay hundreds of millions of pounds for advertising? knowing that you'll see their brand or product for a very short amount of time, but they think that that will make you buy it, because what it does is it goes into the more you see it, the more it gets stored into your subconscious brain. That's the part of the brain that just accepts stuff no matter what. So the next time you decide to do something, whatever you've seen or heard of or come across the most, you will then buy it. So whatever your thoughts are, whether it be I can't lose weight, I can't get fitter, I can't get stronger, I can't, whatever this may be, all the negative stuff, is it true? Yes or no? And if it's no, is it categorically true? Then what the fuck are you waiting for? Let's go. And I tell you what, no will be the answer to 99.9% of all your beliefs. Is it true? No. So where does this belief come from? It's the fact that you've told yourself over and over again that you're going to fail, it isn't going to work, you aren't going to lose the weight, so you believe it. But is it true categorically 100%? So also when you think about is it true, if you answered yes, what's the evidence? So if I was your personal trainer, what would be the evidence that you showed me that you couldn't lose weight, you couldn't get fitter, you couldn't get stronger, and your life couldn't change? What would be the evidence apart from your belief? What's the evidence? Because if it was going to stand up in court, you'd need evidence, the same way you'd need to show me this as a trainer. Because I believe that we can all be successful, we can all lose weight, we can all get stronger. It's just a fucking mindset problem. Most of us don't believe in it. So, and the last question would be, what would you be without this belief? So what would you be without the belief, guys? What would you be? So where would you be in your life now if you weren't so negative about yourself? Where would you be if you stopped questioning yourself all the time? Where would you be if you stopped the belief that you didn't think you were good enough? What would you try? What would you have gone and done? So remember, I want you to consider the fact that it's not a skill set problem, it's a mindset problem, and your mind is based upon survival. It's like your own security guard. It looks for danger, so anything type of new, it's going to look for all the things that can go wrong. So I want you to question them. So every time you think you can't do something, use these two questions, and usually you'll find out that your belief is absolute bullshit, and it's just lies that you've believed about yourself for a long time, and by believing those lies it hasn't helped your life in one way, shape or form. So question them, and then take action, because then once you find out that you are capable and it can be done, that's when your life will start changing. Hopefully this little bit of training has helped you guys. Remember, you can find more training on our Facebook group, on our Facebook page, on your private members page, and at our gym. Thanks again.